Hey gang, so I just wanted to jump on here and film a quick video showing you how to use your templates within Canva specifically. But the same general rules will apply if you're using other programs like Design Space, Microsoft, Photoshop, etc. Of course, just a couple of the features in various programs will vary a little bit, but for the most part, they should generally remain the same. So it's just going to be a quick video just to show you how to use your margins, how to use the color-coded areas to stay within your design spaces, and how to use your dotted lines to show where you will cut, fold, and seal your labels. So if you have purchased the template packet, you should have received this PDF folder with instructions and a link to the Canva templates. So we're going to go ahead and open our templates. Quick note, I am a Canva Pro user, so there are some things on here that I will be able to do that a free user won't be able to do, but I've tried to keep it to where most of the elements you can do within a free account. So, all right. So, the first thing I wanted to note was if you see these dotted lines right here, these lines are going to indicate where your where the front of your images will go and where the back of your images or your wrapper will go. So long as you stay within these lines, your images or designs, patterns, they won't overflow into the back areas if you would not like them to. And now I left the dotted lines out a little bit further because, as you'll see further throughout the video, it seems to be a lot easier to keep these lines right here because when you're adding your designs, you're going to be overlapping this entire area. So these lines on the outside will help you keep an idea of where your designs are and making sure that they're in the right place. So today, just to keep it kind of quick and simple, we're going to do the M&M's template. So I have already uploaded a couple backgrounds and a couple images. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to go in with my background color. So I'm just going to go ahead and click here. This is going to bring me a teeny tiny little square. I'm going to bring that all the way to the top left of the template. And then I'm going to adjust it all the way down. And Canva is really cool because it will help you line everything up. If you've already got margins and lines and measurements, it will kind of help you stay within those measurements. So what I just did was I just went to the top right here and I pressed this button to duplicate. So I've duplicated this just to bring it to the other side since it's going to be the exact same size. This is just going to be the outside of our wrapper. We just want to make it an easy color just so that way, none of your designs get cut off, but your wrapper, still looks nice with a good color. So right now, I've duplicated it again, and right now I'm rotating it to 90 degrees so I can bring it up to the top. And I'm going to center that on the top here. If I can get my mouse to cooperate. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see how that looks. So we're going to bring that up. Let's zoom in a little bit. And then what you can do is we'll take this arrow and we'll move it up just a tiny bit. Now that's going to line it up to where your purple line is. We'll do the same thing over here. And don't worry about, you know, extending your edges a little bit. It's going to be literally a fraction of an inch. It's not going to affect the size of your wrapper or your label. So again, we've duplicated that top one since we know that's a good size. And we're going to bring it down. This purple line in the middle, this purple dash line, this just indicates that that what we've got here is right in the center. So that definitely makes it a lot easier. So we're going to bring that down a little bit more, once more. Okay, so now we've got our outline. Don't worry at all about any of these images inside of here because we're going to cover all of them up. So I'm going to go in with my pattern here. We're going to delete. Now we're going to leave those images. So if this happens when you bring your pattern in and you've got your fonts in the front, all you have to do is go up here to position, and that is you're going to go to the front. Now that's going to bring your background straight to the front with nothing else covering it up. That way you can size it appropriately and you don't have to worry about any of the lettering in front of it. So what I'm going to do is, now you can keep it the full size if you want. You can keep it, you know, this entire square. But what I like to do is make it a little bit smaller of a print. So what I'm going to do is kind of line it up here. Then I'm going to go back up to the top right. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to bring it over here. Line this up. Again, this purple line in between, that means that they're just perfectly lined up. And this is a really good pattern because it's a repeating pattern. You're not going to see any weird edges. It's just going to go flawlessly. So I hit repeat one more time. And now I've got to just make it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to bring it in here to where this purple line is. Because again, Canva is very helpful in that way. I'm actually going to bring it out a little bit more. And we'll do that. Okay. So this is going to be essentially the front. Since this is an M&M's template, the way that the M&M wrapper works is it's essentially one piece of paper that you're just going to fold in half. So what I'm designing right now is the front image or the back image, whichever, because again, it just folds directly in half. But what I want to do is, since I want to repeat this pattern right here at the same size, I'm going to click the first square and then I'm going to hold down my shift button. And then I'm going to click the second one and then I'm going to click the third one. That's going to group them together. Now I go up here and I duplicate. And now they're all the same size, the exact same orientation, and then I'm going to bring them down. Let me get that center line there. And let's see. My mouse is not cooperating with me today for some reason. So let's try this again. Oh, also in Canva, if you need to make any teeny tiny minor adjustments, the more you zoom in, the more room it will give you to make an adjustment. See how I move that in just a tiny bit right there? That way we don't have any other lines We've got our floral background, we've got our light pink border, and everything looks great. So now what I want to do is I want to I'm going to go up here and add a page. This is where I'm going to play around with my text. So we're going to write happy birthday, Sarah. Now, whoops, don't mind the dog barking, sorry. And now you can go up here and change your fonts. You can do one of these, and then you can click up here, duplicate that font, and then you can come over here and press another font if you'd like, and then you can duplicate again. Let's see, click one of these, and so on and so forth until you find something that you think you like. So we've got our little fonts right here. So we're going to keep those to the side for a second. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add some elements. I'm going to go into frames. Frames are really cool in Canva because you can, any of these shapes or designs, you can put any kind of photo you want to in it. So what I want to do is go down here. Let's see. I think I like this one. So we're going to do this one. And if you'll look at the top left, these colors right here, you're able to change the color. This color is going to be the color of the frame. So you can change that to any color you like. This rainbow part right here, you can make it a solid color if you'd like. But I like to use the frames for photos. So what you're going to do is go into your uploads, and then you're going to click your photo. You're going to hover it around your frame, and then it's going to put it right in your frame. So now we've got the birthday girl here. And again, these lines right here, this is where this is really helpful because this is going to show where the front and back of your label is going to be. So we're just going to put Sarah right here. Then we're going to go back down to this page. Let's say we like this one. So we're going to move that. We can move that straight up to this page. We can make it bigger, smaller. We could do a space in between and then make that bigger. We can change the color if we'd like. We could add more flowers. If you go up here, you can change the text color, and what's really cool about Canva is they will actually give you a palette of the colors that are within the project that you're working on. So you could do that in bright yellow if you wanted to. You could do that a little bit darker. Let's see, gray, you know, whatever you choose. This is where you get to have fun with it. So we could do that. There's all kinds of cool effects that you can do. You can also space your lines a little bit less, so that way it's a little closer together. If you find that you don't like that font because of the background, you can still go in here and click your font, and you can still change it to, you know, whatever you want. So let's say we like that one, just for an example, just for argument's sake. Let's say we're happy with this design, and now we're gonna go to, let's say, elements, and then we're gonna go to barcode, And let's pick, let's do a white barcode. Oh, nope, it came out black. All right, so we're gonna rotate that again all the way to 180. Make sure it's nice and even. We're gonna minimize that. Here we are. I'm gonna go back to my uploads. Let's do some, let's make this smaller. Now let's do some nutrition facts. These are really fun. I actually have to crop this one because I forgot to do it before I uploaded it. But if I zoom in here, you can see the nutrition facts. Happiness, surprises, smiles, friends, family, you know, all that fun stuff. So those are really fun to put on packages, I think. And then again, use this little swivel at the bottom. And then we're going to rotate that all the way to 180 degrees. Gotta be really careful not to go over. Come on. And then let's say we'll put that on the back. There we go. So essentially now you have an M&M's wrapper, or is it M&M's? Yes, M&M's wrapper. And now what you'll do is you can highlight this. You could move this down if you wanted to. You could make it smaller if you wanted to make sure that it fit within that line. I think that's good. If you highlight this line, it will show you all the way across where your text and images are, and it will show you that it fits within that area. So if we are happy with that, I mean, we could rotate Sarah a little bit if we wanted to. You know, there's a million things you can do with Canva. That's why I've tried almost every program out there. I love Canva. I think it's super user-friendly. They have so many fonts and clip arts and graphics and just you name it to offer. And I wouldn't pick anything else above it. So then once you think you are finished and you're satisfied, you can take this little line right here, highlight it, then go ahead, hit the delete button on your keyboard, and now you've got your template. And now all you've got to do is make sure that you can also delete this up here too if you'd like, but it doesn't really matter because once you print, you're going to end up cutting this area out anyway. But yeah, you're pretty much done, and as long as you have your print settings to A4 or letter size, then your template will print beautifully. And that is about it. So yeah, and then once you're done, you're going to go up here and you're going to click Save. Then you're going to click Download. Your settings up here, you can do PNG is only for the pro users, but for the free Canva accounts, you can do JPEG, you could do PDF. I'm sorry, SVG is only for Canva Pro users, but free users can do PNG, JPEG, PDF, and PDF print. So click any of those. So let's say we're just going to do PNG, and then we're going to go ahead and click Download. We're going to actually we're going to highlight this page because we don't want to print all of them. Where are we? Page 10, M&Ms. And then we're going to download. And then in about 3 seconds, you will have your download. Show it in your folder. And that's about it. And then all that's left to do is grab your candy, wrap it around, seal it however you'd like to seal it. You can tape it, use double-sided tape, hot glue, whatever you'd like, and then you're all set. And so now you're done. And if you have any other questions, of course, you can always hit us up on our Etsy storefront page, send us a message. You can send us an email at westendnovelties@gmail.com. We are more than happy to help with any questions that you have. And happy template making.